Слава Україні!
Slava Ukraini. Have a nice day. Good day.
English.
English.
English. My name is Alexander. What's your name?
Matt.
Matt. Будьмо.
Nice to meet you. Australia.
Australia.
I guess this is the reality of Lviv at the moment. Lviv is a very safe city, well, I guess, compared to a lot of the other places currently in Ukraine. But it's a bustling city. There's kids roaming around. There's musicians playing. They're playing a lot of Rammstein musicians. There's kids playing. It seems like a normal city. And then, you know, curfew at 10 o'clock tonight. But, you know, it is what it is. And then, you know, only a few hundred miles away, that's where, you know, there's massive heavy fighting. And only yesterday we had, well, there was 6 or 7 of the caliber missiles fired here, but only 4 actually hit and destroyed the plant. But this, I'm going to try and document as well as I can the reality of Lviv currently on this day, because like we've seen in Kiev or Kharkiv or Dnipro, and may you could see in Odessa, this could all change almost overnight, very quickly. So this is only a minute after I was talking about how calm and safe it is here. I just noted a heap of people leaving and sort of like a electric voice coming over like a loudspeaker. And as the music sort of came down, there's an air raid siren going off, and as you can see, a lot of people are starting to clear out fairly quickly. This is the second time we've had air raid sirens just today. So people, that big crowd has now dispersed fairly quickly, because you never know where these rockets could come in, or the planes are coming over. You never know. There's been a lot of rumour about there's going to be more strikes on areas in the west, like Lviv, almost to show a point, almost to scare people from the Russians, almost as a way of saying, we can reach you anywhere, do not leave. I don't know, that's just a rumour that seems to be going around a fair bit. We'll see. It's a little bit chaotic with people leaving at the moment. Everyone's dispersed. So we'll see. Things stopped pretty quickly with that siren. Still a lot of people out and about, because you got to remember this happens, well, happening more often here, but in other places multiple times a day, and at least 2 or 3 times just today. So people are sort of used to it, and I guess you start paying it off after a while, which is very easy to do, especially when, you know, there's not often things hitting somewhere like this. But the guys had to stop playing, but yeah, check them out. I hope there are things in it. Have a look, because they were brilliant. They had to stop playing, sadly, because of the siren, but it might kick up just as fast as it went down. Now the sirens are ended, hopefully they'll get a crowd back, because music is one of those things that can really change the whole mood on something. It's great. Stay safe, my friend. Stay safe.
Safe? Okay.
Look after yourself.
Давай.
Cheers. Good luck. Andriy, who I've just met, who is here with 2 small daughters, he doesn't speak much English, but he was telling me that he's from Mariupol. Mariupol is a city that got hit incredibly hard, and he's completely surrounded currently by the Russians. Sorry, I'm just going downstairs, so I'm looking down. Completely surrounded now. There's still Ukrainian troops inside, and they have been completely cut off. And it's not looking brilliant for those guys in there without some level of massive support to them instantly, like very quickly. So I'm glad that Andrew and these, if he was off the train, which has arrived just behind me, have made it out of Mariupol. Because Mariupol, if you've watched me for a while, I was there the day before the invasion, and it is sort of right on the Russian border, southeast, and it's a very rough spot. and apparently the city has been absolutely flattened. I was there filming whatever, and yeah, apparently the city is unrecognisable. It's just absolutely flattened with some remaining Ukrainian soldiers, I believe Ukrainian Marines, still in there fighting. I'm just at the train station now, seeing if I can talk to some refugees and some people and get some stories. I came back here to really record a lot of, I guess the fighting and stuff like that, but the movements have just become unbelievably difficult, and some of the things I thought were organised weren't maybe as in concrete as possible. But I believe that, I was a bit disappointed in the beginning, but then I've sort of gone back and, well, my humanitarian videos have almost been a lot more impactful, and I guess that's stories from people here. So I guess that's what I'll be doing. Woke up very early today to air raid sirens for bloody just like an hour non-stop. Still not really sure. There was no real intel coming out of what it actually was. Had a bloody early morning for that. And Lviv, there's been a lot of people saying that Lviv is going to get hit harder and harder and harder, especially now with threats of Belarus coming down from the south. We're coming down from the north, but coming south to hit these western cities, places like Lutsk and Lviv and Iva-Francesc, were very safe considering, and now it's looking like it could be less and less and less safe, especially with rockets hitting in these areas. And Iva-Francesc yesterday, which is just south of here, maybe 100 kilometres, having the first ever hypersonic missiles used in combat anywhere in the world, hit yesterday afternoon.
Alex.
Nice to meet you, Alex. Yes, it's women and children below 3.
Yes.
Thank you.
And actually it's like hub for medical volunteers also in the same place.
Yeah. This area that I've managed to get into, I'm not sure how much I was really allowed to, but it's for only women and children. But I've had a volunteer bring me in. It's only for women and children whose husbands have either been killed in the war or are fighting in the war. So it's very top level where we are, and there's toys and volunteers and food and whatever. And it's a very sad and tense time. Just been walking through this park on the way to grab some lunch, and I noticed all this lifted earth, and that there looks like there's some like bomb shelters that have been maybe dug out or refitted from a long time ago. In the centre of the town here, there's kids playing in the back here, and this is just like a central park in Lviv. Now I'm not sure if I'm allowed down here or not, so I might get in some trouble, but there's just some random shelter here. I might get my torch. You well? I saw some kids playing around here. That's what drew my eye to it. But you can see I'm very short, and this roof's only... What are the odds I get fucking lost in here? That's one exit. Been walking for maybe 100 or so meters. I'm not entirely sure where this leads. I've just found this in a park and cruising around underground, but I'm not sure how many people could actually fit in here. It's fairly large, I guess.
Ничего себе.
Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Hello.
Cool.
That almost scared the fuck out of me. Another heavy old rusted door, I guess that proves it's a little bit older. It's probably Soviet era, I'm guessing. I don't really know. I don't know exactly why there's some markings in some places. I think we're almost through it. It's pretty long, easily hundreds of meters.
Hello. Ми двері не побачили, чи двері були закриті. І ми це, і ми з того боку, а тут теж була черга.
So, from what I'm presuming, it goes from here all the way down Snake's Through for maybe only 100 meters, like as the crow flies, but it snakes all the way through here, covered by earth and bricks. It's definitely a lot older bunker. I wish I could ask someone what era, but I don't want to seem like I'm snooping around too much because things are on very high alert here everywhere.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.